How's it going, guys? Just making this quick video for you about the Remington RP45. Prior to this video, there isn't many videos out there on YouTube as far as, what's going on with it and everything like that. So prior to the RP45, we obviously know that Remington came out with the RP9. That was actually some mixed results. Believe it or not, the 45 was actually completed first over the RP9, but Remington decided to go ahead, do the RP9, try to hopefully win over some hearts and minds. And obviously I'd say one of the predominant, calibers 9mm. I think everyone nowadays pretty much owns a 9mm of some sort. So they figured, hey, let's just try to go that route, which from what I'm hearing isn't going too well. So they dropped the RP45. There wasn't a big press release on it. It was just kind of like, oh, there it is. No one's really kind of bothered to do a review on it. I think the RP9 left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But I figured, hey, you know what? For $309, it's not a bad deal. If it's that bad of a pistol, I'm sure I can just turn around and sell it to someone. Someone would want to buy it, or whether they keep it as a range gun or whatever they want to do with it, or even mess with Remington and their warranties. So anyway, last week I picked up the gun. It arrived in this pretty nice cardboard box, and I will give Remington some kudos there on the cardboard box. It actually is one of the better cardboard boxes I've seen firearms come in. So you get the box, you open it up, pretty much you're greeted with the owner's manual like any other firearm. You get a gun lock, It comes with 3 back straps, right? So you have your small, medium, large. It ships with the small on there. Now, it comes with 2 magazines, 15+1, obviously. And I guess from what I've been hearing, you can get a pair of ordnance base plate to make it 17+1, which is pretty cool. And I think there's a YouTuber out there. He's got it actually installed on his RP45. He said he didn't have any problems with it. When I brought it to the range a couple days ago, it did great, honestly. Very surprised. I figured maybe one malfunction, maybe something silly. The RP line does have some questionable magazines. But this one, I literally loaded up 15+1 and not one single problem. It didn't get hung up. It didn't cause a malfunction. The gun did solid. I know I didn't run a lot through it, but for what I had, some of my reloads, I had a little over like 100 rounds. And some of my buddies had a steel aluminum case, and I shot all of it, and the gun literally ate everything. Not a problem. The ejection looked good. There wasn't like any weak ejection patterns or anything like that. Everything was very nice and strong with the pistol. But yeah, picking it up, you can obviously tell. I'll go ahead and clear it for you on the camera there. So it's a little dirty. Don't mind it. I know I have to get around to cleaning it, but it is a solid gun. It feels great in the hands, very ergonomic. And while shooting it, it has like this, I don't even say stippling, but it has grip texture, and it's plasticky. But it was definitely enough to hang on to the gun while shooting it. At no point did I really have to readjust my hands to really keep a good solid grip on there. You get a nice tight grip right there. And yeah, I love it. It shot great. I got the contrast sights. I didn't get the night sights, but the sights lined up. From what I can see, point of aim, point of impact. As long as I did what I had to do, it did what it had to do. So the shooting impulse, right? So actually shooting this pistol, I can't explain it. I've shot numerous 45s before, and a lot of them, you can tell on some 45s, it's a little more punishing than others, whether it's the size of it or the makeup or even the grips on it. But shooting this compared to, several Glock 21s I've shot, Kimbers, Springfields, pretty much I've shot pretty much a lot of the 45s out there. The only one I haven't shot, honestly, is the PPQ 45. But this thing, just super soft. The recoil impulse it's very pleasant. You can literally shoot this all day, especially if you're used to shooting 9, which that's what I predominantly shoot is 9mm because my carry is a Glock 26. But going from 9 to this, it wasn't like a huge jump or wasn't anything that I couldn't handle. My other buddies there, they all fell in love with this gun. They're probably all going to purchase this, honestly. And this is the first Remington product I've ever owned. I know they make good shotguns and rifles and everything like that, but just never felt the need to own one until I saw the RP45. And the trigger on it too. The trigger on it is actually very good. I was actually very surprised with the trigger right out of the box. It's not the lightest trigger, but it's definitely not the heaviest trigger. And I'll go ahead and try to go ahead and break it for you. Let me go ahead and just rack it. We already know I'm clear and safe, so I'll go ahead and put this here. Sorry, it's just kind of awkward with the phone. Go ahead and pull on it. Oh, hang on. That one didn't break too good. Come back on it. Alright, so that one broke right at 6.5 pounds. And that's what I've been finding with this pistol, is it's at 6.5 pounds. Now who knows, maybe with more rounds going through it, maybe it'll lighten up a little bit more, but it's really not bad. The reset's really good. I'll go ahead and drop this magazine real quick and just show you. So let me see if I can try to come like this way maybe and show you. So pulling it, you got a little bit of take up, you know, and then it's just right there, right? Not bad. And then go ahead and flip this around for you. And then the reset right there. So it's not bad. It's tactile. It's audible. You know, the whole nine. I think Remington definitely probably did some R&D on the trigger just to make sure that they were somewhat competitive with SIGs and the Berettas, even the ZZ, P10C. You know, Glocks always have a decent trigger. You know, so I definitely think Remington did their homework on the trigger, because out of the box, I mean, I'm honestly gonna leave it. I know on my 26, I am a trigger snob. I'm not gonna lie, I do like a light trigger, but this thing is it's very nice. What else? I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, like on the RP9. Like I know on the Military Arms channel, Mac was saying how it's an ambi slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it. But the left side works, but not the right side. So I'm gonna show you on the 45. Right here's the left side. If I actuate it, it works. Not a big deal. Now, if I go on the right side, it doesn't work, no matter how hard I push. But here's the kicker. If I remove the magazine, no problem. Now, of course, if I open it up and try to really dedicate some time, I could probably figure out that it was probably the magazine pushing up against something in there, in the mag well, or, you know, something to that effect. But other than that, I mean, I don't really mind. I'm a righty, so it doesn't really affect me. My wife is a lefty, so, but she's been, you know, raised with righties, so she'll be just fine. But yeah, so good trigger, good ergonomics, feels great in the hands, soft shooting, sights are on right out of the box. Aftermarket accessories, again, non-existent. And who knows, maybe with time they'll catch on. You know, maybe companies are just waiting to see what the overall response is to the RP series, but I know the RP45 is solid. From what I can find, my own research, maybe I just got a good one, who knows. But I gambled on it, $309, and if it wasn't good, then I would have just probably kept it as a range gun, or maybe one of my buddies would like it and they would take it. But other than that, I mean, solid pistol. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I don't have any range footage. I wanted to get range footage. There's just too much going on there, too many people, and I didn't want to be that one guy, you know, in the middle of the woods, you know, hey, film this. But I can tell you, honestly, it shot great. And hopefully in the next week or two, I can get some footage in for you just to kind of show you accuracy. I mean, I know I'm not the greatest shot, but at least something to show you. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching.